One of the great things that I enjoy about going to one of those casual, quick service restaurants, like a McDonald's, but like many others as well, is the fact that I get to, in most cases that I've been to, I get to refill my own drink and pour my own drink at the self-service soda machines that a lot of these places still have. And I think it's a great convenience. I think it's something that I actually look forward to, and sometimes I will prefer one place over another because of the availability of those self-service soda machines. I actually like to pour my own soda. I actually like also to make sure that if I don't like the particular quality of the taste, I might switch up the soda to another drink, and I could do that right away. And I could put as much or as little ice as I prefer. All of this is very convenient, on top of the fact that, yes, I also tend to refill my soda a few times during my meal at that place. So I think it's a great thing to have those self-service soda machines in those quick service restaurants. But unfortunately, that might be an endangered, extinct situation, because McDonald's, over the last few years, and even more recently, they have reinforced and announced that they are, in fact, looking to phase out self-serve soda machines. And this is because they want to make these significant changes across all of their restaurants in the U.S. And the elimination of self-service soda stations is probably something they're looking to do over the next several years, because it takes time to renovate those restaurants and remove the machines and just make those physical changes. This decision marks an end of an era for customers who have long enjoyed unlimited drink refills at their convenience. The company's goal is to streamline operations and create a more uniform experience for all ordering methods, including drive-through, mobile apps, kiosks, and in-restaurant service. The self-serve drink dispensers, introduced in the 1980s and 1990s, became a defining feature of fast food dining. They allowed patrons to customize and refill their beverages freely, benefiting both consumers and McDonald's, given that the high profit margins of fountain drinks were basically a big moneymaker for these establishments. Margins were a lot on these drinks, so they could afford to maybe lose out on the buying of additional refills by allowing customers to refill their drinks for free, essentially. McDonald's and other places still were able to make that the economics of that make sense. And again, that was in part something that they could do because of the high profit margins of these drinks. However, the move away from these machines is driven by several key factors. One major influence is the rise of digital ordering. So it's interesting that this is something that is a big reason, but with an increasing number of customers opting for delivery and drive-through services, dine-in experiences have declined. Individual franchise owners of these quick service restaurants describe this shift as a part of the natural progression toward convenience, allowing places like McDonald's with emerging consumer preferences to evolve with the shifting consumer behavior and buying patterns. Now, as a consumer and patron of not just places like McDonald's, I use McDonald's as an example in this video because they are an industry leader, a titan in the quick service restaurant industry. And sometimes what they do and what they set out to accomplish filters down and gets adopted in some form by a lot of the other competitors in the industry. So that's why I bring up McDonald's, and nothing against McDonald's. I do still like McDonald's, especially even despite the higher prices. I still think McDonald's is a good option. They have quality food, and their in-dining experience has improved dramatically over the years. Sometimes you can get nice Wi-Fi, good air conditioning, comfortable seating, and again, with those self-service soda machines, which apparently may become a thing of the past in the next few years, is something that I really like about quick service dining spots just in general. And I don't buy the fact that there are emerging consumer preferences that desire the convenience of having someone else refill their drinks. I'm not sure about that. But again, if you look at that and combine that with the fact that consumers are doing mobile ordering or going through the drive-through, then I could see how there could be much less of a need to or maintain those inside soda dispensing machines, because that does come at an additional cost. They have to maintain them, keep them clean, and food safety concerns have also played a role in this change. Self-serve stations often require frequent sanitization to meet health standards, and the risk of contamination from used cups has raised issues. McDonald's has highlighted that one of the reasons for this long-term phase-out of these self-serve soda machines is because of the cleanliness, and they cite that as a critical factor, especially in the wake of the pandemic. And after that, there's been more of a spotlight on sanitization and food safety related concerns, which has accelerated the demand for contactless service. And I guess now they're doing away with the self-service soda machines because that's another weak point in the chain of food safety and potential contamination with the fact that people are going in there. The general public is using used cups. That's how it works to fill these machines up. Plus, the machines themselves do require regular cleaning to keep them safe. Now get this, additionally, security and loss prevention are also considerations. Some customers have taken advantage of self-serve stations by refilling multiple cups or using the machines for beverages that they didn't purchase. Now, I understand the second part of that, but the first part is kind of strange to me because I always assume that if these places are putting out these self-service soda dispensing machines, that you are allowed to refill your cup with the beverage of your choice from that machine. But anyway, continuing on, by transitioning to a system where employees dispense drinks, not the consumer, McDonald's aims to curb misuse while maintaining a better oversight of its beverage offerings. Economic pressures also play a part in this shift. Inflation, rising labor costs have also impacted McDonald's operations, making efficiency a priority. So all of this is affecting the entire industry, and I could easily see the entire fast food industry changing and shifting their way of allowing customers to refill their drinks or limit that in some form. Maybe their customers are going to have to go to an employee to get their drinks refilled, or maybe these places are just not going to offer that as an option. But part of this can also be a cost-cutting measure, especially in the competitive landscape where the restaurant margins are being compressed and it's becoming more difficult to make money in that industry. And really, every industry and business is facing a little bit of a hard time maintaining profitability, and consumer demand is getting very tough. People are becoming more selective, and at the end of the day, something has got to break. But despite these practical reasons behind the decision, many loyal patrons are still expressing disappointment. I'm kind of one of them too, although I do have mixed feelings because I think some of the reasons are sort of legitimate, like the fraud prevention and also food safety. Social media has erupted with reactions ranging from nostalgia to frustration. Some customers worry they'll be charged for refills, while others view the change as the loss of a long-standing perk. Experts believe that this move could influence the broader fast food industry. If the transition proves successful, competitors may adopt similar policies. So McDonald's is replacing self-serve soda stations with behind-the-counter dispensers, reinforcing its focus on digital efficiency and uniform customer interactions. Again, that's because a lot of customers are just not dining in as much, so there's not as much need or priority to maintain these self-service dispensing machines because of the online ordering, delivery, and going to the drive-thru that most customers, or a lot of customers, are shifting towards. While some mourn the end of unlimited drink refills, like myself, this shift represents the company's adaptation to evolving consumer habits and economic realities. As McDonald's continues to innovate, its approach to beverage service may set a precedent for the entire fast food sector, reflecting broader changes in convenience technology and operational strategy. So anyway, guys, this could become something that you just need to look out for. It's a convenience as well. It's not just because you're saving a couple of bucks on the drink refills. It's a big convenience for me that I don't have to wait for a server or go up and wait in line potentially to get my drink refilled. But yeah, anyway, guys, hope you guys got something out of this video. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one.